right, episode 2. How do you do? Happy to see you guys again.
Hi, guys.
Hello. So, first off, hey, guys, as you might see, we have somebody else here today, and we'll get to that in just a moment. First off, we just wanted to say thank you so much for your feedback last week. It was a bit overwhelming for us. I mean, we're doing this as a passion here, and we had a lot of people reach out to us, so we're happy to see that. And hey, get ready for more, since we're going to do that now. And, as I mentioned, we have a guest today. Ludo came in to talk to us a little bit about movies, about his own type of music that he listens to. So, Ludo, introduce yourself for a moment.
I mean, as you said, I'm Ludovico. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks again for your invitation. And what can I say? I like to speak with cool guys about cool topics. Cinema, music, everything. It's great. Again, thank you.
Perfect.
So guys, we left with the first episode. We have a lot of numbers. Thank you again for your support. What we are going to do now, we are going to do episode with some guests. We are going to invite them. We are going to talk about their passion, their point of view of the music, and also cinema. And of course, it's always a pleasure. I reached some DMs from guys that want to participate. As we said in the last episode, we are very chill. We are with a great environment. So if you want to participate, always text us, and we just organize as we do here with Ludo.
They are. I can confirm this.
Yeah, exactly. So Ludo, what's your passion in terms of music, in terms of movies? With what you grew up and what you like now?
So that's a broad question. For music, I'm quite into the last years with the Weeknd, the sound. It's great. I think in the last 3 months there was the new album coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. My favorite still remains After Hours.
Nice.
I can remember every track on this album, also specifically with the time I was hearing this. I was doing it was my last year of school, so I have a real vivid memory of studying for the exams while listening to the Weeknd's music, and
nice.
It's great. Now he changed a bit his style. It's still good, but I like when he's more sadder, like in the After Hours tracks.
I mean, isn't that his thing, though? It does feel like with every album he does kind of change a little bit, his persona, his music.
That's the good thing, I think, about artists like him. So really top-tier guys, where they keep evolving, you know? They could also still remain there and do their own stuff without changing much.
Yeah, it's like the first on Spotify, the most listened, I think so. If not, like he was the first, the most.
Yeah, he was number one for a while.
Maybe
I don't know if he's still. I'm gonna
Something
check
like
it.
that,
I don't know if he's still now, but yeah, of course.
I mean, either way, he's huge. I mean,
he's top 3 at least.
Top 3 at least. He was even at the Super Bowl for one performance.
Yeah.
So,
have you ever seen him live?
Live, yes, in Milan. 2 years ago, I think. It was great. It was great. Really, really great.
okay, did they have a crazy stage show in terms of how they built it up? Did they make like a, you know what I mean, like a big stage around it? Did they have different effects, different sets, or how did he do it?
It was fantastic for the environment. Everyone knew the songs, and usually when an artist coming from abroad goes to Italy, it gets difficult sometimes to hear also the public be engaged. Not for this concert, they were there and they were singing with him, and that was amazing. And also for the statue. I don't know if you know, but
the glasses one, glasses color one. Yeah,
it was a really big statue.
Yeah, it was a kind of statue that he bring with himself for all the live with all the tours. And he's good, I think. Yeah.
Again, I was very satisfied. It was my first concert, so
live. When was that?
2 years ago, actually. Wow. I never went so much on live events because I had so many difficulties to find an artist which was really completely and so interesting for me, you know? And now I'm a bit more open to go also to concerts of artists which I do not really know much about. Like, for example, there was now the opportunity for the Kendrick concert in Rome. Unfortunately, it's in July and it's quite complicated, but
and quite hot.
In
Rome,
hot.
in Rome, in July is like 35 degrees.
Trust me, I went once in August. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was like I had to shower 2 times a day. It was like a sauna.
Also because you have to come there like 5 hours before if you want the best places and you have to stay 5 hours under the sun. with your only bottle of water, and it's terrible.
It's stressful.
Yeah,
We do not recommend this at home. Do not do this at home.
Don't go to Kendrick in July.
It will be a great show, I think.
But about the weekend before, I forgot to mention though.
Yeah.
Just a small story. I'm not going to name the name. There's one bar here in Lugano. It's like a nice one for aperitivo.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. It's a nice place, but every time they only play the Weeknd when I'm there. And I love the Weeknd. I really like his music. But it's not something you want to listen to when you're out having a drink. And at some point, me and my friends were even joking like, man, does the DJ need a hug? Are they going for a breakup? Is something going on there? Because every time it's just the Weeknd.
He's struggling.
Exactly, it's just a struggle.
Yeah, and I want to start with a huge hot takes on the Weeknd.
Okay.
Because I discuss a lot with my girlfriend about that, because also she's a
great fan.
A huge fan. She was also in Milan seeing the Weeknd live. And she sings all his songs, etc. I found him so toxic. Like in the songs, there are some phrases some quotes that nowadays they are terrible.
They aged not very well.
That we talk about a lot of rap songs that has these impacts nowadays that can be for someone, for some crazy people, like it influenced the younger generation, etc. But the Weeknd has something against his girlfriend, against that are. I don't have one example right now. But
I mean, I was even talking to another student about that, because she was the first one who brought up to me, hey, he would be a red flag in dating.
Absolutely.
When I found out the lyrics, I was like, oh no shit, it's actually true. Yeah.
Absolutely.
The definition of a red flag, actually. But again, that's also interesting of him. Also for the various cultures that he has in his music, He's R&B from the origins, but now, for example, he's also a bit more hip-hop. Also with the collaborations with Playboy Carti, right?
Yeah, a lot of also Kanye West.
He's
and
a complete artist.
Hurricane.
No,
Hurricane.
No, I find his one phrase, just repeat after me, you don't love him, you don't love him. You don't love him, you are thinking of me.
It's the interlude, I think.
Man, that's even better.
It's from...
there are, if you search the Weeknd Toxic quotes, there is a list, a grocery list.
It's from After Hours, I think, this quote.
Yeah, but also...
It's toxic. Yeah.
I mean, it's toxic, but to be fair, that's also what sells. I mean, look at Taylor Swift. It's all about her breakups and ex-boyfriends, or people are even joking, oh, she just gets into relationships so she can break up and then write a song about it. That'll become a huge hit.
It's basically like American Dad scene, drama.
Exactly. But for me, it's also funny, her guys, I think she even dated guys like Jake Gyllenhaal in the past.
Oh. Yeah.
Imagine you're dating her and afterward you go, oh, cool, you wrote a song about me. That's really nice.
There are
after a breakup, an album comes out and you're just like, oh, I'm on it. Oh, that's what you're saying about me. Okay. I guess everybody knows our dirt now, but cool. Yeah, sure.
Taylor Swift, not so much my style.
No, I mean,
no.
Yeah.
But again,
we will do. I want to do an episode with a guest that is fan of Taylor Swift. I want to do that with you. If someone is fan of Taylor Swift, please text to us
in the comments.
In the comments, and we are gonna do the Kanye West side and the Taylor Swift side.
No.
We prepare the ring.
The old Kanye West side, not the nowadays Kanye West.
I am Switzerland. I am neutral. I'm not doing any side. Sorry.
I'm Italian. I don't like Taylor Swift. I like Kanye. I used to like Kanye
Hot
West.
takes and where to find them.
Exactly. But I just wanted to say before about Taylor Swift, because I remember we had one class, where the professor asked, how much did you pay for a ticket? And, Taylor Swift had that insane tour just a while back.
Yeah.
There were some people that were saying, I paid 250 euros for a ticket, where just, no.
Damn.
No, that's too much.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's too much, especially, I'm sorry, from what I've seen, all she does is just playback. She'll just mime into the microphone, do some dance moves, that's it. From what I've seen.
From what we have seen.
Exactly. From what we have seen, I'm just speculating.
And she is against the pollution. No, she's not against. She's a pollution.
She's against pollution.
There are a lot of memes.
Somebody said it that she was against pollution. I was like, okay, but she flies with a private. You can. People used to be able to track her private jet.
There is, the video that there is the meme that she goes from a spot to another that you can do it with 1 hour of car.
We need to.
Maybe she was she took a plane of 43 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. I think she even sued the guy who actually monitored.
That's a bit invading your privacy.
If she's in a stadium, she basically takes the plane to go and pick, a bottle of water.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. The Weeknd only, or you have other passion about
It
other?
depends on the mood, actually.
I mean, let's say other artists right now, since you talked about going to concerts and still being new to it, apart from Kendrick, are there other artists where you go, hey, I would love to see them live?
I heard about the concert of the Oasis.
Oh, the big comeback tour.
That would be, that would be a dream actually to go there. Not so much a huge fan.
How are the ticket prices like?
Better not to look, man. Better not to look. But again, I do not know every single song from them, but the classics, they are so huge. And also for the culture, I went 2 times to Manchester. And so also I feel a bit also the city.
Yeah.
So it's great again also for the football. They are just crazy. They are celebrities, but such huge artists. And the fact they are still rolling, crazy.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Also, Elton John had some years ago now the last concert. Now he.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Now he. Yeah, I mean.
How old is he?
Elton John. Oh.
Yeah, like
I think like
more than 80. I don't know.
No.
Like 70-ish.
For me, yeah, like
Something like
7.
that, yeah.
In that region at least.
78.
Hey.
And he's still
I mean,
young in the
yeah.
face.
You
Yeah.
were
He
kind of
still
right.
sings well too. I mean.
Yeah.
With Dua Lipa, they had a lot of
Exactly,
success.
He also have you seen Kingsman 2?
Oh,
That there is
yeah.
Elton
Of
John like with the robot dogs. Like
It was a while ago. That's why I'm trying to go. Wait, what scene was that again?
no, it was
It was
like
at the end. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Was it the end?
like the enemy of the Kingsman. I don't know. I don't remember her name, but like she stole and she kidnapped
that's
at
true,
all
she
Elton
did,
John.
yeah.
And she forced him like to
Play the
sing, to
piano.
play the piano, and like there
That's
is a scene
true.
where he went against her, like and kill a robot dog that was controlling him. Like with bowling balls in her teeth. It was incredible.
I mean, both Kingsman movies were incredible. Like the
Yeah.
first two. The
first
third one was okay. It had 1 or 2.
The third
scenes,
one,
but
like
yeah.
the Scottish. And,
exactly where I think they go back.
Yeah,
in
with
time.
Rasputin,
Yeah, with
uh,
Rasputin.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good. We have a small table, but
Yeah.
with like, I mean, it was okay.
It
It
was
had
the
some
origins,
okay
I think,
things.
of the
Yeah, exactly.
Kingsman,
The
yeah.
origins of the Kingsman. It was okay, but
I mean, amazing cast again.
amazing cast. But I
the
mean,
first two
the first
more
two,
iconic,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Also
especially the
last
first
scene.
one. With
The first
Samuel-
one
Yeah.
was incredible.
But at least for me, the second second film, it was
Yeah.
so great also for Pedro Pascal. Big fan of him.
Yeah.
So the last scene, I was a bit heartbroken
Yeah.
with his early demise. But again, great cast.
I mean, also the first one with Samuel Jackson as a villain was
yeah,
just
Samuel
amazing.
Jackson.
You're
Like,
naming
Put
the
him in
goat.
any movie.
Yeah.
Put him in any movie for me, and I'll be happy.
well, of course, when they took the dinner and take the Happy Meal of McDonald's, that
God,
was
yeah.
incredible. Like Samuel Jackson.
I mean, he's one
a
of the
goat.
best for a reason.
Yeah.
He's a goat.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Samuel Jackson, just because we briefly talked about Star Wars in the last episode,
was also
you know, it's one of my favorite Samuel Jackson moments behind the scene.
No.
He actually, so when he was filming on set with George Lucas, he
Okay.
actually asked George Lucas in person, "Hey, can I have a purple lightsaber because I'll look way cooler?" And George Lucas was like, "Okay, yeah, sure."
How can you
He's
say
Samuel
no?
Jackson.
Yeah,
he's
that's
Samuel
the
Jackson.
thing, yeah.
Whatever he asks,
Exactly. Yeah.
he gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I also knew this. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So Ludo, moving on music. The Weeknd depends on the mood. Some like Italian stuff. Some. You are from? Where are you from?
I'm from Genoa. Now
So
I
there is-
live here since 2020, something like this.
So there is a huge tradition of like Genoan singers.
Yeah, now there is a new wave of for rap and trap.
Yeah.
I'm not so a huge fan of trap, so I'm not really into this kind of music. I'm not that expert. But also, if you go a bit more in the history of music in Genoa, the Andrea,
Yeah, of course.
there is a lot of culture there. They are complicated people. The people from Genoa, they are a bit rusty, a bit closed, but they are very passionate, and you can see it in every aspect of life. So cuisine, I mean, focaccia is
one of the best dishes. Also pesto, trofeo al
course,
pesto.
yeah, of
Yeah,
Pesto.
and there is like this culture in Genova, where like there are, of course, a lot of Italian singer, a lot with a huge tradition, etc. And there is this beautiful things that when you move across the city, there is a lot of murales.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people that write some quotes from most of them from love, or also maybe like some protests in terms of politics.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
And this is in
There are a lot of
very
murales.
nice.
Again, it's a old city with a lot of history, but it's also very, very, very passionate. Sports, the cuisine, as I said, also for tourism, it's great there. I miss a bit the sea. That's the only thing I can say.
Here we have the lake in Lugano.
I had a discussion with a friend of ours. We both know.
Yeah.
We've
That there will be a guest that he in the next episode will be the guest, Alessandro.
Yeah, he said that for him the Como Lake is better than the sea, and I was like,
Nope. Nope.
He will not be
I'm
a
sorry.
guest. We change our planning.
I mean, even I lived in California for a few years, and if you just have, especially the Pacific Ocean, like a huge ocean right next to you, it's a different kind of mood.
Yeah.
Once I
completely.
came back to Switzerland, I was a bit sad to not have that
You
anymore.
feel the
But yeah,
difference.
like
You feel the difference.
I mean, Lake Como is nice, but no.
It's not comparable.
No.
But without George Clooney, because he's
That's
not.
true.
Yeah, he's not still. He's still not there. Like he sold
No more
his house.
espresso.
Yeah. No more. What else?
What else? Espresso.
Yeah,
no,
although-
stuff.
George Clooney. Gets the link that there will be a next movie of like George Clooney with Netflix, like on December.
Yeah, I heard
A
something
huge
about it.
production.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to be cool, but I forgot the title of the movie. But
No, I have something to say about George Clooney.
yeah,
Remember last time where you said Adam Sandler usually plays the same guy?
Oh,
I mean, George Clooney does the same, but what I loved was a while back, like a couple years ago, George Clooney gave an acting masterclass, which is already interesting. And his advice was, well, you just have to be yourself in every movie, and that's how you get success.
Yeah.
And that's all he
The rock
does.
style.
Like, his thing is just to go, hello, guys. And
Yeah.
just kind of,
but
just
he's in
like the
Ocean,
total charmer usually.
yeah,
Sorry,
but
Ocean's
he's
11.
in Ocean
Ocean's
11, 12, 13.
I mean,
He plays himself.
He played in a lot of very cool movies.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But there are a lot of example of artists,
Yeah.
of actors that play itself, like Stallone.
Yeah,
That's-
The Rock
or-
now.
The
Of
Rock
course,
is like
Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. We talked in the last episode about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Only or Jason Statham, this kind of actor. That for us is okay. That they do all the same. It's nice to see them. Moving so from music to cinema to movies. What you like? What you?
That's a great passion about cinema, especially since I started university.
Yeah.
I built a small group of friends where we often go to the theaters and just watch something. It's great. The last great movie I actually saw was probably Dune Part 2.
Okay.
Fell in love with the franchise. Great. Not for everyone. A bit heavy sometimes, but from the thematics, it was great. Really great. I don't know if you have saw the movie.
I've seen the first one, not the second.
I mean, the first one is really, really, really slow.
Yeah. I mean, it is really good, but it's just, sometimes you have movies where you have to be in a certain mood for it. And that's how I feel like with Dune 2. I'm not in that mood quite yet.
You need to be inspired while watching it.
Exactly. Yeah,
It's, again, we were speaking while not recording about Titanic.
Yeah, or Christopher Nolan is another one.
You need to have the vibe,
yeah.
You need to feel the movie, the moment also. So
Okay, so Dune's like a big one for you. Are there other movies, can be franchises or individual movies that you really liked recently, or even like all-time favorites of yours?
we spoke about Star Wars. It's basically my childhood.
Okay, I mean, I already know, because we talked about that fun fact before about the lightsaber, then I already know. That's,
The passion is there.
Yeah.
Now a bit less with the
So yeah, what do you
Disney
think
Switch.
about what?
Yeah,
What do you think about the new generation of Star Wars?
no comment is an option. I mean, it's great that they try to create a new wave of Star Wars movies for this new generation. I think they failed in the content, in how they managed and respected the old material.
That's the thing. Don't disrespect the old material and the old characters. Period. Finished. Yeah, that's a big one for me.
That's the Bible, basically, what you said.
Yeah, that's the Bible, and you just ruined it. Yeah.
It's the disrespect and lack of integrity to a product that changed the lives of many. I mean, now maybe it could sound a bit heavy, but Star Wars for children of my generation, but also from the generation of our parents, it was fantastic. Like also Indiana Jones in that period.
Oh, yeah.
To remain in Harrison Ford's movies. They are my childhood, and they came so. They are old movies now.
You also mean the new Indiana Jones
Oh
movie.
no!
No, you know what hurt me there,
I
actually?
completely forgot about that movie.
What hurt me there was seeing Harrison.
them like too much.
But Harrison Ford, poor guy, all his lines were, "I'm hurting, I'm old, I can't do this anymore."
It was of course not as the same, but like, there are huge examples like Gladiator 2 that we talk about. That also
bad.
now the TV series of The Lord of the Rings. That for me that ruins completely the original one.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones 4.
I mean, it
You
does.
hated.
But wait, so there's 4, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That was the one that came out before.
Yeah, there is the
Then
fifth.
now there's the
No,
new
yeah,
one,
the fifth. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it was not like it wasn't necessary, first of all, but it was like I don't know, in the evening, peaceful movie.
I get your point. I mean, it doesn't create incoherence in the franchise.
that's
you
the
know?
part, yeah.
It doesn't create damage to what came before it.
Yeah,
It's a bit sad to see such an iconic character
Yeah,
and see him obviously old. The actor is now older than when he took the first movies. So that's a bit sad, a bit strange. Also the characterization. And you start the film and you see really a man at the end of life, basically.
Yeah.
From he's alone, the
that's
wife
the thing.
left him.
Exactly. He's divorced. He's alone. He's unhappy.
His child died
Yeah.
in war. Shia LaBeouf quote. And so I don't know. I don't like so much when they take old franchises and just there is a lack of care to the art, you know.
yeah.
Because I mean, there are franchises where at least if you try to do something different with it instead of just. For
Create
example, I
something
know
new.
for me one that I actually really liked was Planet of the Apes, the free new.
Yeah.
I mean, the 4th one now that came out on Disney. I mean, it was okay. But I would
it's
say
okay.
the first 3 movies that now came out, the first one with James Franco, then Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War for the Planet of the Apes. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I thought those were actually really cool and they were well done.
Yeah, but sometimes it's nice like to have this memory of of what happened, like the Lord of the Rings. That for me is like one of the best cult at all.
tier.
Exactly. Like even though when the episode, the TV series went out, and I was like with the alarm clock at 6 a.m. Only to watch the episode when they goes out. So I'm still a huge fan, but I prefer to have like the memory of the moments that will never come again. Like I prefer the
That's
original
also very
one.
nice.
I prefer also like to hate the fact that they don't do a remake. Because I think that this kind of hate is like the best things for a movies. Like what makes it like out of time.
That's love.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just trying to think right now. Are there movies recently that you really enjoyed? Or you would say, hey, I just watched this recently. I would really recommend it.
I have a couple of films in mind, actually. The last Clint Eastwood movie was great.
Okay.
Juror 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, great. I saw it in Italian, so for the title I was missing the link, but thank you.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
Okay. I'm curious. Do you know, was he only an actor or was he acting, directing, producing? Because this guy's crazy. He wears different
does
hats.
everything.
Yeah.
He does
Yeah.
everything.
He do everything.
I don't know if he had a minor role in the movie as an actor. I know he produced it and
Okay.
he was behind the entire project.
Oh, gotcha. So it was more like a Clint Eastwood film, but
Yeah.
he wasn't the main guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There was the main character was the guy. I can't remember the. Do you
I'm
have
gonna
the-
search on
yes.
it. Yeah.
Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah.
The guy who also did the Beast in the X-Men franchise.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
good, very talented actor.
Wow, okay.
And the movie, again, you need to like the genre.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thriller, but it's again very complicated to accept while watching it, because you know that something bad happened and you saw it, so you have the idea,
Oh,
and so
okay.
there is no surprise in the movie itself. There is no great final scene where you see that, like Inception, where you are until the end, you don't really know what happened.
Okay.
But you know there is the bomb under the table, and you have the suspense and the stress of knowing there is a bomb under the table, and the characters are just living their lives. and you have this suspense. That's again, you need to like it. But I found the movie interesting.
I watched the trailer. Did not watch the movie, but
Yeah,
of
I
course,
would
Clint
recommend it.
Eastwood is always
A legend.
Yeah.
like Gran Torino. I don't know, is the
Oh
original
yeah,
name?
Gran Torino. Yep.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, all his films.
Great director,
Yeah,
yeah.
great director, great actor, definitely.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there is. Sorry.
Oh, I just wanted to say, I only wish that his son Scott Eastwood would stop trying to be his dad and just be a bit more himself. That's all I wanted to say. Because sometimes he also tries to do like the squinty eyes. Like, Sonny boy, what are you up to? And it's like, no, man, just be yourself. Don't try to be your dad.
That's a big problem in
Yeah.
Hollywood, but
But
in general with celebrities.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, though, if your dad's a huge actor, regardless of who he is, you're already in his shadow and you have to work your way out of that shadow.
And if your dad is Clint Eastwood,
Exactly.
that is one of
yeah.
like the untouchable at all.
Definitely,
in Hollywood.
The same thing happened also with the son of Tom Hanks, if I remember well. There was a lot of drama with him.
Yeah.
He was a musician, I think. for a
Chet
period
Hanks.
of time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was,
Some controversy, some things he
with
said
his
that weren't
music,
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also in sports, it's the same. Also now there is the Leo Borg, the son of Bjorn Borg, the tennis player, the Swedish tennis player. He also plays, but again, it's complicated. If you
it's complicated. I mean, there are. I think Angelina Jolie, her dad John Voight
yeah.
was a famous actor. I think she was one of the people who actually managed to kind of jump out of the shadow.
Yeah.
But I was even thinking about what's his face. You have Martin Sheen and then Charlie Sheen. I would still say Charlie Sheen has great movies, but of course, even with him, he's had a bit of a downfall. But that was more substance abuse, just having general problems.
Yeah, there was also the strange, but it's a good relationship between father and daughter with the Howard family. So Ron Howard, the director, and Bryce Dallas Howard, the actress, and now also director. If I remember well, she did an episode for The Mandalorian.
Could be.
That we talked about The Mandalorian in the last episode. For us, it's like for me maybe. I don't know if it also for you. The only one thing that can be saved from the.
Not all the series with
you
all
have
the
to save some
seasons. The problem are the seasons.
The problem are the seasons. Well, I just have two issues with it. First off, you have quite a few filler episodes where it's just, oh no, we crash land on this planet. What are we going to do now?
A bit repetitive, yeah.
It just gets a bit repetitive, like, because the good stuff, like the good episodes, are amazing. I mean, even when they had Luke Skywalker come in, that was just, wow, incredible. But then they also made the mistake of combining it with Boba Fett, or the Book of Boba Fett, which was pretty bad.
Really,
and you had to watch the Book of Boba Fett to kind of understand what was going on with the Mandalorian. Exactly. And then even when they went back to Mandalorian, they still had the Boba Fett thing where I just went, you didn't have to combine that. So, yeah.
That's a big issue also for Marvel, you you cannot keep up with
that's
the
true.
entire
And
material they
you
are putting
have
out.
to watch, especially when they had the...
It's a work.
The multiverse.
Well, not the multiverse. Even before that, up until Endgame, you had to watch all the different movies to understand the plot, because you'd miss something out of one movie. But you had to watch Captain America and Iron Man, and
because
in some way, yes, but in another way, it's a lot of work, and not all movies were that great.
No, I love that, because you're not like a static fan. You're like more a participative fan, that you like have to connect all the pieces, and when because it's made for the fun, because there are some scenes like the First Avengers that there are this scene that there are all the Avengers together, that there is the camera that rotates around them.
You are also an Avenger, man.
I'm an Avenger guy. I don't like what Martin Scorsese said, that it was like a...
it was just, what did he say again?
Theme park,
exactly, it's more like a theme park attraction, not an actual film of substance.
That's true.
Well, for him, the argument was also that all movies have a similar tone.
Yeah,
for the most part. I mean, I would argue, for example, Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think I even love the most out of all of it. Yeah. It has a different tone to it, and oh my god, the soundtrack, everything. But yeah,
also Doctor
Strange.
You see
the hand,
Yeah,
you see the hand of the director.
James Gunn. Who's incredible.
You see the difference when you see a Guardian of the Galaxy movie. You see the difference between tone, in general the style. You see it's different. Also, I agree. Also, Doctor Strange.
I love them. Because also there is a story of Benedict Cumberbatch that it was
great
him?
actor.
It was Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch.
That like he was a doctor before, then he go to this
great origin story.
Yeah, to like South Asia, something like that, to resolve his problem.
Exactly. I
To
mean, he had-
open his cheese.
Yeah, he had the
his
accident.
karma.
Yeah, he had the
Yeah.
accident. He couldn't be the star surgeon anymore. So
Exactly.
he went like
Yeah,
somewhere
exactly.
in the Himalayas to discover if he can actually
Yeah, I love them.
heal and
And you don't like the Marvel movies?
I mean, until Endgame, I watched it. Most of the films. I think I still miss from this first two eras Captain Marvel, I think.
that was.
It was a bit of surprise for me when
When she arrived in her
because
game.
who is she?
See, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying with it being irritating after a while because there are a lot of the individual movies that I liked. But with Captain Marvel, I don't know. I also just saw it had mixed reviews when it came out. And I also went, why would I watch something that doesn't really seem
It's
that...
a Deus Ex Machina, you know?
Yeah.
You never like a Deus Ex Machina in movies. She was too strong to try to also give an explanation why she wasn't there fighting when in Infinity War, you know? It gets difficult, but that's also the thing I most appreciate, at least until Endgame, the fact that it's like a clock, a Swiss clock. We are in Switzerland, so... it's difficult to keep in mind all the characters, all the developments, and the fact that they are all separate films, but they are all together. So they're actors, different directors, and they still manage to make a comprehensive, unique narration with the Avengers movie.
Yeah.
After there is an after and the previous to Endgame phase. For me, after Endgame, things changed. I do not like it so much.
I mean.
Yeah,
Marvel.
they complicate itself because like when they do the time machine, the multiverse now, everything is possible.
Yeah.
Like now,
But they did that with...
Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom.
Yeah, Doctor Doom.
That's true. But they also... I mean, they even did that now with the DC universe, like a different one, you know, with like Batman, The Flash, and so on. They also introduced multiverses.
Oh my God.
Or just go... I mean, okay, I get it, guys. You're trying to have different stories, you can tell, but it's... a bit uninspiring.
No, and there was also this...
And you're just going to break what came before even more.
Exactly, yeah. There was this character that is Kang.
Kang.
The guy that was in Loki, that was also in the last Ant-Man.
It was in Quantumania,
Exactly. That like, he was like the king of the multiverse, and now his chapter failed. Like they introduced him like in two different movies, and now they didn't continue his story. And now like Loki is the king of the multiverse.
There was also some drama with the actor, if I remember well.
Yeah.
with him.
I don't know.
Some things outside,
Yeah,
so they
exactly.
needed to cut him, basically. Again, it's like a bit in the case of Johnny Depp. With his controversy with Amber Heard at the time. It was, I think, in the Fantastic Beast franchise.
Exactly. I think they just wanted to film that, and he was kicked off, and instead it was Mads Mikkelsen who took over.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Again, it's complicated nowadays. It happens a lot that you pick an actor, maybe the perfect actor, but outside things just ruin the product. Obviously, if we don't. We are not against justice. Justice scores.
With some
we are just
chart
speaking about the film. So
So
Marvel, meh. Now, meh.
I will not talk to you at all.
I mean, I love the Loki series. I'm also
That was incredible.
I loved also the actor.
No,
Tom Hiddleston.
watch it because there was some filler and boring episode, but most of them there are incredible scene, and also it's always around this multiverse concept, etc. But they treat it in a clever way. Like they don't put it like then and multiverse do something like that. They analyze it well. They also analyze some character that are like moving the multiverse. There are some agency, like I don't remember the name. TVA. TVA agency that there are like the cops of the multiverse. And they do something like that.
They came also back in Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly.
Deadpool and Wolverine,
that's what you were saying before.
Okay.
Because have you watched Wolverine Deadpool?
Yeah, Deadpool.
I need to see it.
You know that they came in this strange nowhere.
Exactly.
Outside dimension.
Yeah, this dimension was the Loki dimension. It was this kind of, and that's why I disagree with you, because for me, if you are a fan and you have, of course, require time to watch everything, but if you watch everything, like when you see that in the theater, in the cinema, like you
get crazy.
yeah, you get crazy. You get what damn like a DiCaprio. What?
Yeah, like Chicken Jockey
Yeah.
for the Minecraft movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That movie.
I didn't see it, but the lava song and the Chicken Jockey quote
Yeah.
became just
My God.
so a huge trend on socials. It's impossible not to have heard the
No,
the
definitely.
song.
I mean, I first thought it was also fake, the whole chicken jockey thing with people just throwing like fireworks and even bringing chickens to
Yeah.
movie theaters.
Nah,
My
that's
God.
crazy. That's
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
No, but to get back though to what was it
Marvel?
before Marvel, like Loki. I mean, my problem now with Marvel is I've kind of grown tired of it after a while, so I'm not that active.
Yeah.
But I have to say though, I did see Deadpool and Wolverine,
Yeah, that's
and I did think I didn't actually like the other two Deadpool movies that much.
No.
Yeah, nope. I don't know. It
love
just didn't
them.
really hit
I
me.
love them
I
too.
love them.
Nah. Because for me, Deadpool and Wolverine, there I was like, oh, nice. Actually, because plus they had Wesley Snipes as Blade, which for me was like, oh, that's. And what's his face? I forget his name. Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
I just love his character. Like, oh, he's just talking like a minion all the time.
You know, for me, it's the opposite. Like, I love the first two movies because Ryan Reynolds he paid he was like a shareholder of them.
Yeah,
like,
he was part of the project.
exactly
as an
because
investor.
he like invests like 2 millions of
Yeah.
of his personal millions because he wanted to change something, to adapt something to him to himself. And for me, he did a great job because
It was so funny, yeah.
yeah, because Deadpool is an amazing character that like quite differentiates sometimes from the old classic Marvel movies, and it was very likely to watch it for me.
Yeah, I mean, it was just more of a edgy Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, it was the first Deadpool movie came before the acquisition of the.
I think, yeah, actually, they even say that in like one of those breaking the fourth wall scenes.
Do not be scared.
Exactly.
I
Don't
will
be
come
scared.
back.
Kevin Feige's not going to ruin everything
Yeah.
for us now.
It was a big fear factor for fans of Deadpool, of the Deadpool movies.
Yeah.
The fact that with the change between Fox and Disney, you could lose basically this character.
I mean, there's still quite a few. There's also the Punisher.
The Punisher, yeah.
Because the Netflix series was
Daredevil.
amazing. And then once Disney took over, I went, wait, what happened with it? And they, for a moment, I think they scrapped it, though. They wanted to do Blade again with a different actor.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, I forgot his name. Also an amazing actor. They also
I
chose
also can't remember the name.
Mahershala Ali, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the name wrong. But apparently they scrapped it now. But I asked myself anyway, can Disney do it the same way that they did before? Because it's super graphic. It's,
Again, I think it's such a missed opportunity for Disney. For most of the franchise they bought in the last years, also for, again, Star Wars to speak again about it. They have so much material, and they still keep on the same things. Go in the past or go really, really far in the future. Create something new.
Yeah,
You have
but
the characters.
Now, like, there is a new movie of Marvel. I don't honestly watch it, but like with the Black Widow family, something like that. I think there is
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, exactly. That I didn't watch it, but everyone talks
Very good
about
yeah.
that.
I also had a
Like
friend.
you know.
I didn't see the movie, but a friend of mine who does reviews of movies told me he was satisfied, and he was quite angry with the last Marvel movies. So if you hear,
I hear only positive.
he was
things.
satisfied.
Yeah, only positive feedback.
So, Ludovico,
Yeah,
we're at the end of the episode now. We're heading towards the end, sadly enough.
everything ends.
But we couldn't leave you without a little challenge.
Damn. Okay.
You know, we have to stimulate the brain for you and also see how you work with your gut instinct.
You're putting pressure, man.
Yeah,
It's called the 60-second movie challenge.
from Masters
Exactly,
of the Usiverse.
from Masters of the Usiverse.
Your podcast.
All right.
I feel the pressure, but I'm ready. I'm ready.
You're sure you're ready? Okay.
No, actually not, but it's fine.
We'll only judge you a little bit.
Yeah.
Only a little bit.
Only a little bit passive aggressive. That's it.
I like it that way, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, go. Train Spotting or Fight Club?
Fight Club.
Okay. Fight Club or Requiem for a Dream?
Still Fight Club.
Fight Club or The Big Lebowski?
The Big Lebowski. I couldn't say something else.
Thank you. The Big Lebowski or The Matrix?
The Matrix. Sorry, guys.
The Matrix or Inception?
The Matrix.
The Matrix or Old Boy?
The Matrix.
Okay, good choice. The Matrix or Donnie Darko?
Still The Matrix.
The Matrix or Clockwork Orange?
The Matrix.
The Matrix or Shining?
Shining.
Okay, very good. Shining or Psycho?
Still Shining.
Shining or Scarface?
Scarface.
Scarface or Goodfellas?
Goodfellas.
My man. Goodfellas or Back to the Future?
I still go on. Yeah.
Okay.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas or Ghostbusters?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas or Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Classic.
Pulp Fiction or The Godfather? Last one.
Oh, Godfather.
Okay, and that's it.
So, guys,
How did it went?
very wrong when you say Pulp Fiction over Goodfellas.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. You still made a good choice.
We will see in next episode because, guys, thank you to be here. Thank you, first of all, to Ludovico.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
Really a pleasure.
Thank
Thanks you
you.
guys.
Thank
Exactly. I mean, that's why we also love to have different guests here. We love to have other perspectives, especially fresh perspectives when it comes to movies and stuff like that, and just have fun discussions like
And
this.
dissing Marvel
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
piss him off.
Always. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching us. Thank you again to Ludovico.
All right. And
Bye,
once
guys.
again, applause for Ludovico.